Dog, love getting into these deep cuts. There's gems on every single one of these smaller projects. Also love the experimentation they tend to do on these smaller projects. First time hearing this one, let's get into it. Nah, these guitars go crazy. I'm pretty sure I heard them before. Hey, I love that guitar riff in the background. It's from an old school hip hop song. I can't remember which one though. Alright, that's a really dramatic intro, really tough beat, and to be honest, Mr. Write a whole album in a week. Probably should have spit over that one, but fiery intro regardless. I've heard both of those guitar riffs before. The first one I'm pretty sure was from Black Milk. Either it's him sampling Black Milk or they both use the same sample. I've definitely heard that guitar riff, the main guitar riff, and then those little riffs in the background. I can't place what song it is, but it's definitely from an old school hip hop song. I can hear the beat in my head, just can't tell you what song it is. But anyway, this is Brains Flew By. I like the guitar in this song too. Gun in his mouth like it's tasteful. Bricks on bricks like Rayful. Yes, half a man in the same blue. Last shepherd neck on chalky next to Jesus. Judas A1 or A2. What's the plan? Max 16 came with a fin. Fold the tech like it's laundry. Shot the that's fire. Slim so much she went from a double X to a medium. That's tough song, man. Grind was just oozing off that first verse with that gritty storytelling. I particularly like the lines with my man shot my other man, it's like they both died, and then the fold the Mac up like it's laundry. Those bars hit hard. Did it that second verse saying his man went from a double XL to a medium. Hilarious. And Westside Gunn sounded really good on this maximal production, which is really a stark contrast to the minimal production he normally raps on. But once again, electric guitar riffs front and center, had a nice bass line, had these like ominous organ stabs in the background. Tough song, man. This is Don't Trust the Soul. Alright, I'm pretty sure Mill Beats is doing all the strings live. I say that because this bass line that he's using sounds like an interpolation of Bad News by Westside Gunn off of Hitler 3. The chorus is the same, but it sounds live as opposed to it being sampled on Bad News. I like where he's going with these interpolations. Hey, yo, the wrist on Trump. Shut up his whip, left him on the steering wheel slump. Gripping the pump. Shooter was lunching. He put over and took a bump. Bro, ain't no syllables going on. This nigga's in his one syllable bag. A nigga in his cat in the hat bag, the hop on pop bag. I don't trust fuck soul. Except soul on my Gucci loafers. Except soul on my Gucci loafers. Except soul on my Gucci loafers. Maniac with the gat. Chopping cracks in 100 packs. Guess jump a triangle on the flat. Plat. Old stove, new pot, rockin' dillish. Don't give a fuck. Really enjoyable song, mostly because of the production. Love the maximalism here too, with Mill Beats playing with a bunch of different layers. I gotta say my favorite one was probably those horns that crept in like halfway through the song and floated around to the end of the song. As far as technical rapping, my nigga Gunn ain't bring nothing. I think his verses was still pretty enjoyable though, because he had a lot of energy, a lot of charisma, and a really emphatic delivery. I think that matched the aesthetic of the songs production-wise. Then of course, from content perspective, he had his signature gritty street talk mixed with luxury talk. So yeah, that was a dope song. This is Brains Flew By 1964 version. Yo, all the real niggas know this sample. Nah, this is tough. Nah, that's tough. So Mill Beats gotta be on the guitar because he teased that sample of Thuggin' by Freddie Gibbs, which is one of my favorite hip hop songs ever. Now he's doing a guitar interpolation of the beat. It's nasty. Graceful, gun in his mouth like it's tasteful. Bricks on bricks like Rayful. Y'all hear this modulation in here? Now he's adding another layer to it. Bass line is tough. I was sick. Thuggin' is such a classic beat, one of my favorite Mad Lib beats, one of my favorite hip hop songs. And Mill Beat's take on that felt refreshing. The guitar, the main guitar, the electric guitar sounded great. That bass line sounded great. I love the effect that the loud drums gave to it. I already talked about the rapping on the original version, which was good. Now I will say I am comparing to Thuggin', which it ain't finna compare. Hey, Mill Beat should do a 1964 version of Thuggin'. Well, with Griselda beating up Freddie Gibbs. That probably ain't finna happen. But yeah, tough song. Really glad I heard this version of it. Really unique. This is the 7th Avenue version of Don't Trust a Soul.
Hey yo, the wrist on Trump. Shut up his whip, left him on the steering wheel slump. Gripping the pump. Shooter was lunch, yeah. He put over and took a bump. Sniff. The S6 we selling bricks. Top 3s on dice game throwing trips. Mega bust hit up with duct tape. Some Supreme homie screaming fuck babe.
Alright, that was interesting. I think the production itself was gorgeous, but I think the production on the original version definitely fit Gunn's energy and delivery a lot better than this one. This one felt like Gunn's high energy and the production's low energy clashed with each other a little bit. But let's get into this outro, No Face Dealer.
Fuck with me, yo. With me, yo. With me, yo.
This nigga should be rapping over this too.
I blow your head off, how that shit.
I rock with the scratching though. Heavy. Hey, Mill B's going crazy, I ain't even gonna lie. The keys sounded ominous, and then that organ sound even more ominous with the crisp drums, and that brass that came in towards the end of the song gave the whole album kind of this finale feeling, like we watching a play and they end the whole thing. And he kind of went crazy on the entire album. Like I alluded to in the beginning, I love these smaller projects because they really experiment with different sounds. This doesn't sound like anything that Gunn has rapped on in the past. Maybe the closest was the Roses Are Red and So Is Blood, that collaboration with Preservation. But Mill Beats provided a really unique sound. I really love that Thuggin' interpolation. That was probably the most memorable thing for this album to be paired up with Gunn's lyrics on Brain Flew By, which had the best 2 verses of these 4 verses. But nothing too crazy on Westside Gunn's part, but still a really dope listen.